So tell me a little bit about what is Praxis transitioning. I feel like we're in this lull where 6 months ago we were like, oh, the recession's coming, foreclosures are about to come in. There's going to be a wave of them. 5 months, same thing. 4 months, same thing. It's forecasted for the next quarter, but it might be slower, it might be 2 quarters, depending on who you listen to. What are you guys seeing, and how are you guys approaching the next, let's say, 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, if anybody was listening to me a year ago, they weren't expecting a bunch of foreclosures or a major recession to happen this year. It's too slow. The real estate is like a battleship, and trying to turn it around just takes time. And same thing happens in times like this, where if you're waiting for foreclosures, it's going to be a year before the first shoe drops, before you really start seeing the other shoe starting to drop. Yes, we've already seen some major foreclosures. Everybody's probably read about the 2,000 units that was foreclosed in Houston. You're going to get some of those that are going to come out early on, but to see any quantity of them is just going to take a lot of time. I think lenders are going to try to be flexible with borrowers and try to prop deals up and save them and kick the can down the road and hope and pray and all that kind of stuff. But eventually it catches up. Interesting statistic I read recently, there's a $500 billion in real estate debt in the multifamily sector that's maturing every year for the next 4 years. So there's $2 trillion in debt, and it's a $500 billion every year. And it isn't so much really the trouble that I'm seeing mostly out there is dealing with current cash flow. The trouble is dealing with maturities, because a lot of groups, they over leveraged, they have too much debt, the debt's coming due, they can't refinance without injecting cash. They're having difficulty raising cash to make that cash injection, and then they get stuck. Their back's up against the wall. And that's when they're stuck and there's really nowhere to go, that's when the lenders are going to start putting the screws to them, and you'll start to see more foreclosures. And that's just going to take a while, and it's going to last a while, I think. So is there going to be a recession? Yeah, I don't know. Jury's still out on that. I sure wish there would be. I'll tell you that. A recession would, I think, help out a lot for commercial real estate owners, because it would put an end to this ridiculousness that the Fed's playing with interest rates.